Hi, I'm Emma Stein, Assistant Curator of South and Southeast Asian Art. We're looking at a sculpture of Durga, one of the most powerful and popular Hindu goddesses. It's one of my favorite images because it embodies an entire narrative of violent conquest in a petite and docile looking female form. Here is her story. Durga was brought into being when the three top Hindu gods, Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, pooled their powers to make a deity capable of defeating a demon who none of them could destroy. What they created was a beautiful goddess with a perfected body and incredible speed. She also had the power to change shape. Here we see her with 4 arms, but she's been depicted with as many as 16. The gods put weapons in each of her many hands and sent her off to chase the demon. When Durga began the pursuit, she learned that they had a few things in common. The demon was remarkably swift, and he was also a shapeshifter. He transformed himself into a buffalo and swooped down into a herd, hoping to disguise himself among the identical animals. But Durga had one quality that the demon definitely did not: a penetrating insight. She saw right through that demon's disguise, and she swooped right down into that field after him, and she hurled her rope at him like a lasso and caught the buffalo demon's tail. Then she stepped on its back and cut its throat, just at the moment the demon was transforming itself back into its human form. And with that, Durga saved the universe. So here we see the goddess right after her moment of conquest. She's referred to as Mahishasura Mardini, which in Sanskrit means she who conquered the demon called Mahisha. Mahisha means buffalo. She's standing on top of the demon, holding it by its buffalo tail and its human-like head. But she is very relaxed. Notice the slight bend in her left leg, the swag of her hips, and her peaceful, benevolent expression. She almost smiles. She's wearing jewelry like a princess: anklets, belts and sashes, bracelets, armbands, necklaces, and a crown. This depiction of the goddess is an iconic image that was repeated again and again in temple sculpture and paintings for more than 1,000 years. It originated in India by at least the 7th century and made its way across the maritime trade networks to Indonesia, where this particular sculpture comes from. This sculpture was made in the 9th century, a time when Hindu and Buddhist traditions coexisted and gained great traction in Southeast Asia. Throughout India and Southeast Asia, the goddess is associated with the direction north, and so this sculpture would have filled a niche on the northern wall of a temple. The size and style of this sculpture suggests to me that the temple may have been located somewhere in the high plateau of Dieng in central Java. Dieng is a lush, fertile area interspersed with the remains of many Hindu temples constructed from volcanic stone called andesite. It's home to brilliantly colored lakes and natural springs surrounded by volcanoes. It was the ideal place for an ashram, a hermitage, for religious practitioners to retreat, away from the chaos of the courtly world. There's great beauty to be found in solitude. So while we're all suspended in this seemingly endless moment of social distancing, separated from our friends and families and from the very fabric of our material culture, perhaps Durga can be a reminder to us to more keenly observe the beauty that surrounds us in every moment. But after that, if you're still aching to travel, we can offer you an interactive map of sacred sites in Southeast Asia to explore on our website. You can also learn more about Durga and other artworks in our collections. Thank you.